Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a twisted up, warped up old Spirit level that I got at a flea market. Cost me $1, and we're going to turn this into a coat rack for the shop. Not my shop, for somebody else's shop. So if you guys are interested in something like that, stay tuned, because this is just going to be a quick little DIY project. So hang in there, guys. Alright, I grabbed a couple of screwdrivers. First thing I want to do is get all the brass plating off here. Try and get the bubbles out. I'm sure they'll just slide out, hopefully. I might need a hook. Looks like there's quite a bit of dirt and debris in these. Oh, that's a pleasant sound at 7 o'clock in the morning. So which one's going to be the best one? If you guys can't see, I truly apologize. This is little itty bitty tiny work right here. Try and zoom you in. So I got the cover plate off, and there are more screws down here. This holds the level bubble. So I did one of these on a Facebook Live, and a lot of people watched it. I was kind of surprised. I mean, not truly surprised, but I was kind of surprised because I don't do a lot of stuff on Facebook. But yeah, it was kind of fun. Alright, so I just got the last screw out of this. There we go. It's the brass plate. There is a maker on there. I believe it says Henry Diston and Son. Yeah, I can't see. It looks like Keystone Tool Works. Maybe Philadelphia, USA. Maybe. I don't know, my eyes are... I'm wearing my glasses and I can't even see. Alright. So the level is out. So the only thing left to do on this is to pull these end caps off. Get these popped off here. There's that one. And these are brass, so they won't stick in the pan, I don't think. Please forgive me for the loud truck noise in the background. It's garbage day. I already did my rounds around my town, and there was nothing good being thrown out today. Couldn't believe it. All right. So we are done with the little tools for right now. The wood here, I want to throw a sander on this and get it cleaned up a little bit because it doesn't look too good. Yeah, you can see it's twisted. So I want to get this sticker off here. So give me a couple of minutes. I'll clean this up, get this sticker off here, and then we'll start sanding, okay? So I got that little sticker scraped off the end here. And all I want to do is run over this with 100 grit sandpaper to get the bulk down. And then I'll go back over it with a used piece of 220. So let's get at that real quick. Cool. And that's all the sanding that we're going to do on this. So let me get this blown off and table swept off. Get this area cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll start sanding on some brass and see where we can get from there. Alright, be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. So, table's cleaned off, and what I'm going to do is hit this with my go-to color stain. This is the Natural 209. I really like this color. It's going to bring out the rosy color of the wood here. You just want to get a nice good coat on this. It's not like you're really protecting it from anything, you know. Take the bulk of it off with this dry end. Give it enough time to soak in. We only need a little bit of color on it. Just a little bit of color. Give it that pizzazz. Pizzazz. Alright. So there's our stain. Boy, this project's just flying along. Come around this side. There we go. Now we'll let that dry. Alright, so we're just going to turn on the combination sander. I got a used 120 grit belt on this, and we're just going to see if we can't get this brass to look a little bit better. Alright. Starting to. So I'm going to put this on a little piece of sandpaper and try and do it. You know what? I think that's going to be good enough. That's the back side, so yeah, I think that'll be alright. I'm going to hit these with a real quick coat of clear coat, just so these things don't start to oxidize or anything. Gives them a little bit of protection. There we go. We'll let that dry. Hopefully by then those dogs will shut the hell up. Alright. Start putting this thing back together. And then what we can do is find out where our layout is going to be to put the coat hooks. And it could be a coat rack, it could be a hat rack, it could be, hell, anything you want it to be. My little mini fridge just kicked on. I think it's calling me. Alright, so we got that in there. So this piece slides in like thus. Yeah, the piece slides in there. And then this piece, what, just covers? Locks the whole thing in? Yeah. Alright. So I guess we'll start putting these little tiny ass screws back in here. Alright. So surprisingly we're just a hair off of plumb here. At least from what this is saying. So this is what it's looking like so far. Not bad, right? There's not as much bling on this as I wanted, but you know what? I think it's kind of cool. So we're going to bling it up just a little bit more. Be right back. So what I have is a couple of hooks that were nickel finish, and I couldn't find any brass ones. So we are going to go something like this. Quite blingy, huh? Not bad. Ends are all nice. So yeah, like on the back, I think I'm gonna cut a French cleat, attach that, and I think that might be it. So let me get some of these tools put away, and I'll rearrange the saw, and we'll grab as a piece of material. We'll try and cut as a French cleat and attach it, okay? Give me a couple of minutes, guys. Well, I'm going to cut me a French cleat real quick. The only piece of wood that I found that would be suitable for this, this is a piece of cedar left over from another job. So I'm going to basically just cut this down and we'll make our French cleat from this. Alright? So let's get her going. So that's all I needed for that. I didn't want to cut the whole thing down because I have a use for the rest of this. So I'm trying to save as much material as I can. Doing it on the cheap, fellas. Doing it on the cheap. Wood's so expensive right now. Ridiculous prices. Spin this around so you guys can see the chop saw. Oh, got too much stuff in the way. These clamps out of the way. So ever since I had that kickback on the table saw, I'm kind of a little apprehensive about not using my leather chaps to stop that. Nothing worse than trying to pull a shard of wood out of your delicates, you know. So this French cleat is going to get mounted to the back of the level. So basically what you want to do is be able to, let's see, it would be that way. So I want to trim this up a little bit. I don't want it to full length. Alright, French cleat. French cleat is on the back. This piece gets screwed to the wall, attaches thus likely. So I'm kind of quite happy with the results we got here today. We got our little coat rack made out of a wooden level that was just going to wind up being thrown away or, you know, whatever. We pick these up constantly at estate sales and yard sales. They're usually always warped up, beat up to where you can't use them as a level anyway. So what a fantastic way to repurpose something. This was, you know, this was a fun little project, and this is something that you and the kids can get into the shop and do. Anybody can do this. Minimal tools required, you know. My hanging system is a French cleat on the back, as you can see. And that makes it simple enough to relocate or anything you want to happen to do with it. So, yeah. Just thinking a little bit outside the box. Something like this would make a great gift for father-in-law, husband, brother, and anybody who has a shop. I mean, you always need to hang your apron on something or your chaps like I have. It's a great little accessory for the shop. So think about it next time you see an old level kicking about. All right. Later, guys.